Welcome to episode 20.
'Cause I have
20 this time. I figured it out.
Wow.
Last episode was 19.
We should go with
Wow.
the numbered mics.
I have the hat and it's all random.
Yeah,
regardless.
it's all
You're
random.
going to draw a number, yeah.
So
Everyone,
You just wanted to pick first.
Joel, do you want to explain what we're doing here again, real quick?
So tonight we're doing Shot Roulette. We have a variety of shots on the plate. We have numbers in a hat. We're going to pass the hat around, pick a number out, completely at random, just like the old show Silent Library on MTV. We're going to pick a card before we flip it over. Probably
Forgot
can't
about
say that.
show.
We're all going to open our numbers, counting down from 3, 2, 1. We'll see what number we have. Number 1 gets to pick the
Do we
first
open
shot.
on one or do we open on
3, 2,
go?
1, open.
Open on one or one and then open?
Shut
So
the
on open.
fuck up. Number 2, pick second shot all the way up until who's number 6. So
Jesus Christ.
I have my number.
You just had to make popcorn right before we
You just had
recorded,
to make
didn't you,
popcorn.
Chris?
I figured
So,
that we were all adults.
I
and we
zoned
would
out.
know how
What's
to eat
happening?
popcorn
What
into
I
the
did?
mic.
Pick a number, but don't open it.
God damn.
Also, I'm going to stab you if you smack your fucking lips into the mic.
I think it's a 6, but
Or he's just going to edit
might
out
be 6.
anything important that you say to fuck you.
Well, nothing
All right,
important.
pick
comes
one,
from
but
me.
do not open it yet.
Everybody talks to everybody else, so I literally can't target anyone.
Oh,
I'll take that
one.
one. Are you taking that one? Okay. I'll let you pick, and then I'll take the last one.
all right, and then give him a hat. All right,
Oh.
all right. So we all have our numbers. After 3, 2, 1, go. We are going to open and see what we have. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, what's fucking 6?
5.
2.
3.
All right, let's do a
Matt
revote.
gets 1.
Hey, look at that.
So
So Trace wanted to redo it and go by Mike. So let's.
no. You
So,
wanted it
I
that
got
way.
number
So-
one.
so
I
all-
made all the shots, so I know which ones are better than others.
And I was there,
then
so
you're
I
in an
know what's
advantage.
there. But all right, so go ahead and take your first. Take the first one, Matt.
Now the question is, which one do I want?
Okay.
Trace, give me the golden colored one.
So here's what we're gonna do.
Ooh, bastard, that's what I wanted.
When you
I
take
have
I
number
wanted.
5, so
when you take the
I know
shot,
what it is. That's why.
when you take the shot, you have to guess what it is.
And Trace took the lightly blue colored one.
When you take the
All right,
shot,
who was
you have
number
to guess
3?
what it is. 3.
Brendan? Brendan is taking the...
Hey, we are.
That's
Brendan
milk,
is taking the red one. Oh, no. He is taking the light brown
the
one.
milky.
Just
Hey,
pick
The
one.
brown milky one.
like coffee colored.
We're
one.
gonna-
Billy has number 4. And
Billy
he is
has number
taking-
4. Which one is Billy going to take?
Take the
Billy's
milk.
going to take
He's
the...
taking the clear, mostly clear one.
I
He's
knew
taking,
I was gonna get
yeah.
the red one.
Chris
I
is
knew
number
it.
5.
Yeah, that's which one you're gonna get.
I knew I was gonna.
And Chris is taking the red one. And Joel, stuck with number 6, gets the...
I
The,
know.
uh,
I know what that one is too.
white
which is why I
milky
didn't pick
one.
it.
I am.
But
pumped.
it's not, so...
I am
yeah.
pumped. Thank you.
Actually,
So
Joel
we
is kind of excited for that
so
one.
we are gonna go one by one. Number
we're gonna
one.
go
We'll go
by
by
one?
We'll go by Mike this time since we've already picked our
Okay,
shot.
Okay, yeah.
so start by your
So we'll
shot.
start with Trace.
So Trace.
Do your shot. Tell us what it is.
Or what you think it is.
all right, deal.
Oh, wow. That's a hard one.
This is permafrost.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's Yukon Jack. Okay.
Yukon
Matt?
Jack.
And I know what mine is anyway, so...
Yeah, yours is the one I wanted.
Jealous.
It's not as good as if it's separate, but that was Jameson with the pickle back, but they were mixed together.
In it.
So not as good as separate. Chris?
This looks like actual Kool-Aid.
It's blood.
It confused him.
All right. Well, there's Mio
Chris
in there
is
somewhere.
confused.
Vodka and Mio.
It was just
Vodka
straight
Mio.
vodka and Mio.
All right. That's not so bad. I would drink like a fucking pitcher. of that.
Vodka
fruit,
Mio is
fruit
fucking
punch flavored.
delicious.
Yeah.
It is.
Or it was an off-brand squirty
It's like
one,
candy.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
well.
all right. So I
All
know.
right, Joel.
I know half of what's in this. I didn't see what of the Smirnoff you poured in, but I assume it's kind of something. So
It's a White Russian in a shot.
I
fucking
mean,
delicious.
not overly far off. No, he originally handed me the bottle of coffee creamer, vanilla coffee creamer.
French
Okay.
French
And-
vanilla, which
and-
tastes like cotton candy.
And so then I poured in some just vanilla vodka.
Oh, all right.
It was fucking delicious.
Yeah,
Brendan?
I'm sorry I didn't pick that one, Joel. That one
I'm gonna
would've
do
been
it.
That was
good.
delicious.
Free guess. It's going to be rum chata and tequila.
Ooh.
That's a rough guess.
Joke's
It's
on
just
you.
Straight
Straight
rum
rum
chata.
chata.
Hey, got a boy.
I
Got
thought
a
you were gonna
boy.
get nasty with
Hey,
it.
good call
We
there.
try
good
not
call.
to really fuck anybody on
No,
these.
they're all.
Billy?
Billy,
What you got? Ooh, that's like grapefruit something.
do I have grapefruits in my house or juice?
Yeah, you do.
They-
You had
No,
a
I
little
don't have
bottle.
They
grapefruit
freshly
juice now.
squeezed a grapefruit.
No, Billy. Guesses?
Tasted like lemon.
Hey, you're wrong.
Tasted like lemon.
Was it a
And-
lemon drop?
It was just regular vodka and lemon juice. Yep.
All right.
Bingo.
All right.
That was pretty good. I think we should do that almost every week.
I like that. It's different.
Well,
and
if we're gonna do that every week, we're definitely gonna end up with some nasty ass combinations.
Or we need to start finding some shot glasses
Well-
that like we can't see what's in the liquid.
Just like make
just
a
need,
real
like-
alcohol shot, not like
We need like sippy cups that are that size,
sippy cups.
that's
so
how
you
we.
can't
We're
see what's in it.
children.
That's how we get rich.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Sippy shots.
Sippy shots.
Because that's what you want to do with a shot.
Treating
is
drunk
sip it.
adults like
You
toddlers.
don't know what you're getting, but there it goes.
Actually, I mean that's what drunk adults are, but
Really, yeah. Actually, toddlers might.
that's
be
what
better
toddlers
than
are.
How dare you?
Listen,
How
hey Joel,
dare
don't lift
you.
up too heavily on your mic arm, will you? I said,
You-
don't do that.
you completely ripped it off the table last week.
Yeah,
I
you
was
did.
not here last
No,
week.
2 weeks
So,
ago.
Travis did it.
Travis
Travis
did.
did
Travis
that.
did.
Well, it was in your spot, so I'm blaming you.
Travis used my mic last week.
Yeah,
Yes.
Fucking done.
Oh, he did more than use your mic last week.
he put it straight up his butt.
We switched pod filters. Chill.
Yeah, calm down. What the
Yeah,
fuck,
you
dude?
got this one because there was only us 5.
All right.
Yes,
there were
we
only
did.
5 of us here,
Chiner.
so.
All right.
No, we did. We put that mic over there.
I have an extra. There are 6, but I had an extra pop filter, so we're good. We're good. Put that shit back on there.
You're good.
It
I
smells like
remember that.
your mouth. I don't know what you're testing
Yeah,
here.
we're good.
How do you know?
Now it looks like what
He's
Travis was
sucking
doing with
his
the mic.
dick.
Have you ever heard of the being grapefruited?
Yes.
What? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that video. Is
The
it? It's
fuck?
from a movie, right?
No, it's like
No,
literally
it's
just
a
a YouTube
legit-
video.
Yeah, but in a movie, she puts a grape. She cuts
Oh
a
yeah,
hole in the
that's a
grapefruit,
Girls
puts-
Trip.
No,
Yeah.
it's with Queen Latifah.
Yeah, she's in Girls
Queen-
Trip.
Is it
Queen
Girls Trip?
Latifah.
Queen Latifah.
Girls Trip has Jada Pinkett Smith, Queen Latifah, Tiffany
That's-
Haddish,
all
and
right.
the other one whose name I don't
Then,
remember.
other
yeah,
one.
all right.
And-
I literally had
and
to-
it's Jada Pinkett Smith's character because Tiffany Haddish's character was talking about it because she's like the trashy one.
Right.
And then
she puts it
Jada
over
Pinkett
it
Smith
and
was
starts
like,
sucking on the.
maybe I'll give this a shot, and
The
immediately he's
banana.
like, ah! And he like comes running out of the bedroom butt ass naked because of the fucking citrus juice
I've never
is
seen
burning
it,
his
but I
beehole.
really want to say Ellen DeGeneres.
Why? Because of the way I said. Oh, because of the way he said Queen
yeah,
Latifah.
Ellen DeGeneres.
I knew it.
Hey, I'm not saying it.
So have we come to a verdict on what happens when you fuck a Busch Light can or not?
What?
Yeah.
Well, it's not a 30 rack because
Well, I didn't fuck the Busch Light can.
okay.
It was
well,
a
you weren't
bottle.
going to get a 30 pack of
It was a
beers
bottle. It
because,
wasn't a can.
Well, that's what I said at first, but then we clarified that in order
you
to
can't
get a
get
30
cans
rack.
out of a fucking bottle.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Unless you're like
I
a
don't know.
shot glass. Do you think if like a shot of Busch Light fucked a bottle of Busch Light, it would be a can of Busch Light?
Because a glass fucks a glass.
Well-
I love that silence there where everybody's just thinking about it and like
A can and a bottle are the same amount of ounces.
What if a shot?
Are they both
fucks a
12?
shot?
12.
are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So there's.
yeah, but it's not about. It's about the.
But
the
so you
container,
just
it's
gotta
not
get-
about what's in it.
A white colored container
Hey,
and then the
That's an argument
black
for racism.
the,
Hey,
the brown
no.
colored bottle.
What?
no, no.
And then you can get the gray colored
No.
can.
I have
Jesus Christ.
I have facts. Bottle, male, can, female.
Because
Why?
it's got the neck on it.
They both only have one hole. But you can shotgun a beer.
But you can
making
put
2
more
holes.
holes in the can, which is the female. Yay!
I mean, give me a
And that's
45.
how
I
they
could put
is
more holes than you too.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
And actually,
you
you have 2 holes
murdered
anyway. So
Chris Combine
but
Morris.
4 holes in your shirt.
Whoa!
what?
That bitch tried to
Matt,
fucking.
technically, he has.
She
2,
went up there. It's
4,
almost
5,
the-
6 holes.
Well, if you're
Saturday.
Holes.
4
It was
holes.
the 20th anniversary
7.
of the Columbine shooting.
Joke's on her. No one's gonna be at school.
What's the 7th?
In his shirt, Trace McCoy.
That's
I mean,
5.
she's dead, so it
6.
doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I guess. Yeah, technically that's a hole.
In
Okay.
his shirt. Oh.
Where do I have holes in my shirt?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you got 4 holes in your shirt. For your head, your arms.
Those are not holes.
Yes,
Those
they
are
are.
openings.
They are holes.
What is a hole if not an opening?
Yeah. It's the same goddamn thing.
You know what word I don't like?
Technically, after a
orifice.
kid, it's just considered an
Orifice?
opening too.
Orifices.
Yeah, that's going to be a
Orifices.
soundbite later.
So your butt, like your orifices.
Your little sphincter.
So
That's
does that
also
mean
gonna
you
be a
have 8
soundbite
then,
later.
Trish?
Sphincter.
Or had 8?
Hey, hold on. Whoa,
Had.
whoa. No,
I
it's
said
still
had.
open.
Okay,
Two
so half.
actually have
Oh
two
my.
spots open.
7.5.
God.
I accidentally saw a picture of his third butthole.
How
Oh
do you
no, it
accidentally
wasn't
see
an
a
accident. He
picture?
straight up showed it to me.
Well, no, he was looking at other. I mean, he's showing me pictures of his new fucking dog, and then like every time he like
Swipe
too
too
far.
far.
swiped. No, he every time he swiped out of the main the picture zoomed in and went back to the list.
Oh, that's my
I
butt.
kept seeing it, so he's like
That's
finally
my
like,
butthole.
oh yeah, and this is my wound, and I'm like,
Oh,
I didn't ask
That's
to
my
see that.
asshole. Sorry.
That's my wound.
That's
Thanks. Now everybody's seen it.
It looks like
See it?
boobs.
You see it?
It does kind of look like
It
boobs.
looks like boobs from
It
here.
actually looks pretty good.
That's my butthole.
Here, hold on. Hold on.
Second butthole, secondary
Oh,
butthole.
no.
Go back. Oh,
Only pus
here's
comes from
when it like got the staples out. Looks like a Z. See it?
For Zorro.
See it?
Zorro was
That's
here.
what
Zorro
everybody
is in
says.
his ass.
That's what. Oh, here's with the staples.
That's
Legit is
I don't know why we're looking at pictures of Tracy's
Zorro.
ass.
Zorro.
Really, would you expect any less?
A little bit.
Less ass or
Bye, Eric.
I
All
keep
of
forgetting
it.
somebody's still upstairs.
I'll
Like,
catch
what the fuck?
I'll catch you later.
You gotta
Did
leave that
you
one in.
win? Did you win the game?
Did you win?
Did you win? Chris left faggot in when he said it.
Because it was in context.
I know.
I'm gonna bleep yours.
That's fair. I asked Joel this earlier. Who
yes.
Gonna need to make
would
another
have
bag
a
of
better
popcorn.
end of like
I hope
The
you would
last-
bring this up.
the last stretch of their career? Who would have a better last stretch of their career? Tiger or LeBron?
You want to know my personal opinion? I hope Tiger retires after winning the Masters. It's the greatest comeback story. I don't want to see him retire from golf, but I think for him it'd probably be the best thing to do. Quit while you're ahead because LeBron has a long way to go. For
Yeah,
sports.
but he
Yeah, but so does
tasted
Tiger.
blood.
Not after
Tiger
How-
tasted blood. He
Joel,
wants
how old is Tiger
fucking
Woods?
Not an
shit.
actual tiger.
He's 43, but,
Yeah, but
after 3 years
you
of
know what I
back
meant.
surgery, yes, he won his Masters. If it was me, I would quit while my kids saw me win a Masters, quit while I'm ahead, and a legend.
But at
'Cause
the
if he
same
comes
time-
back and says, "Oh, I'm hurt," gets in trouble, gets another mugshot, he's just some has-been.
He just came back at 43 years old, and he's with one of the biggest comeback stories of all of sports. Like, 14 years since his last Masters win, right? And came
Well,
back-
shit, from his
23 for
major
Masters,
win.
11 years
for,
for a major.
for major.
11
For
years
major.
for a major win.
I thought it was 14.
No,
No,
I thought it
he
was
won,
05.
he won the Masters in
Masters.
05.
Oh,
didn't he?
okay, okay.
Yeah, so
But either way, that long
So
since
14
winning a
years.
majors, right?
But
And then you come back
11
and
since he won
like
his
prove
last
yourself
major,
worthy again,
2008.
right?
Right.
He's 43 years old. The average age of a golfer has got to be in the late 50s,
It is higher, but being
right?
There are a lot of really young golfers right now.
No, there are, but at the same time, though, how many
But how many
older
golfers
people
go to
golf?
tournaments?
But
Like,
but,
yeah.
but looking at
Oh, you mean as a whole, not professional
Well,
golfers?
even professional. I guess
Well, they
I don't
have
know
the
the stats
senior
per
tour.
se, but like,
they have the senior
but
tour.
it's not a sport that he's going to be physically years behind all the other competitors.
No.
Whereas
Fair.
basketball, that's a very, very, very likely thing. You
Yeah,
hit-
but they can
you hit
always just,
40
like-
years old, and those 20-year-old kids are going to outrun you up and down the court all day, every day.
yeah, but you just
in
protect
golf,
LeBron.
though, you're not being physically outperformed by anybody because your body is getting older. Doesn't mean you're going to be worse at it. It's all about technique and like just ability to golf. I
So-
guess.
Obviously, at a certain point, your strength matters. But
Yes,
not
yes,
that much.
but not as much as
Golf,
it
you
does
usually
in
let the club do the
physical
work for
sports.
you anyway.
golf,
I mean, you do have to move your body. Body turns a weird way in your knees and your back and shit. But I mean, golf is one of those things that I think honestly is harder than basketball. I think that anybody can go grab a ball and throw it at a hoop and get good at it. Golf, yeah, it's going to take a lot longer to get good at.
So my two opinions being PE, golf, tennis, lifelong sports. You can play them up until you retire and continue to play. My big thing, yes, you do lose.
Well, and I would say Tennessee's even more physically demanding than golf.
It is back and forth, especially on your knees. But like you think back to Arnold Palmer, who passed away. He was still playing in the par 3 tournaments. Jack Nicklaus was playing in the par 3 tournaments, which I think if Tiger were to retire and then like come back for that stuff, I think he would be respected. Whereas if he continued and still lost majors, they would compare him to what he always used to be, because he was a phenomenal athlete in his 20s. Over time, he kind of depleted. Yes, I think he came back and played phenomenal, but to an extent, I feel like if he were to continue and lose, people would be like, he's still washed up.
Could be, but I mean, he did prove himself the one, like when it mattered, the first Masters after he like really started to make his comeback in golf, and he won essentially the
But then
top
I agree
golf
with Joel,
title.
though.
Kinda.
If you're saying that, I mean, you might as well retire.
No, you're right. I completely understand retiring on top.
Because like you just said, it's the first, really the first major that you're like, I'm in this.
And
to
it's
win
his
this,
5th Masters that
and
he
it's
won.
No.
your 5th.
Let me ask from a logistical standpoint, how much money did he lose in the divorce and court proceedings and all that other kind of shit?
I don't know about
How much
that.
money does he need to win back?
Well, he lost. He
have a
lost a
comfortable life
bunch
for
of
them.
sponsors when he was on all the drugs
with the
and
mug
shit.
shot stuff, but he's still sponsored by Nike. He wore all Nike.
Yeah.
And he's sponsored by Monster.
Yep.
His golf bag was Monster.
I was
Shit.
asking, nobody had a straight answer for me.
Everybody's sponsored by Monster now. If you look at golf, you look at UFC, you look at basketball or whatever, everybody is sponsored by Monster.
So when are they going to sponsor us?
Because
Fuck Monster, sponsor us, damn it.
Monster's target audience is that 18 to 42-year-old male,
Right.
where those are the
They'll
people
wanna
that
pick
watch
me
those
up.
sports.
Right.
Those are the people that pay attention to
Same
that
with
kind
Red
of
Bull.
stuff.
I think
Adrenaline
Red Bull's.
junkies.
I think Red Bull's
They-
better than Monster.
I think Red Bull's better
Red
than
Bull
Monster.
tastes better
They're
than
not
Monster, but Monster's
adver-
cheaper, and I buy that
well,
every
yes, but
few
I'd
days
rather
or so.
buy Red Bull.
I'd
You
rather
notice
have a
they
Red
don't
Bull than a Monster.
advertise
For a
to
Monster sponsorship.
16-year-old girls, though. They don't
Yeah.
advertise to 50-year-old women.
That's fair.
Like,
I mean, like Buick and stuff. I mean, he lost that sponsorship.
Yeah, but I don't know how much of that. When did that happen? Because I don't know how much of that was just GM like, we don't really
When-
have any money to hand out.
No.
no,
Buick-
this was after that.
Do you want to know what bugs me deep down?
Wait, hold on before you go to that. Did you see the picture of the dude? Tiger walked by him
Yes.
with he had his mugshot on his shirt.
Mugshot on his
Yeah.
shirt.
I have
It was on
kinda,
Barstool. Barstool
smirked at him and
posted
turned
it.
and laughed.
That's
yeah.
been a couple other Masters.
Well,
too.
he didn't even
Or
look at him.
tournaments.
He
No,
saw.
he saw him.
Well, he saw him, but he didn't like.
He smiled. He
acknowledge
was
that
like-
he was
No,
there.
yeah.
He saw it and was like,
And then
like
laughed
laughed
about
to
it, yeah.
himself, and then moved on.
What kind of bugs me deep down is how well Jordan Spieth has played, being our age, relative to our age, younger. How well he's played. He finished at least ranked, but he was not nowhere near the top. And like the past 3 years, he has performed at the Masters.
Well,
I mean-
I feel like last year he decided to hit 3 balls into the fucking drink.
Did you see his trick
one
shot he
after
had where he
another.
skipped it across?
Yes,
I think
I did.
just messing
And
around. That
he
was
almost made it,
insane.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Him being our age, he has so much time. He'll win in multiple majors.
I will
He's
say
that
in
good.
Speak
In
for
the-
yourself, Billy and I are.
If you go through like any
You all-
sports,
shut
you can
up.
find the greats of every generation
Right.
kind of thing.
He's
What
the
did I get
as
wrote
of
now?
now,
He is the one to be
Brooks
poised.
same age.
Koepka. Brooks
Koepka
Koepka
is
is
also really-
Koepka. Sorry, Koepka
is
is
also
also,
really good.
a really good one of
But
our
might I
age.
throw it back to Sunday? Had he made that putt at 18,
Tiger
which
wouldn't
he
have won.
often makes, they would have gone to sudden death.
Yep.
Yep.
And Tiger wouldn't have won.
Well, and I mean, yeah, if Tiger would have fucked up that last shot, they would have gone to
And
sudden death.
Koepka missed left and Tiger missed right, and they talked about it in his interview up in the clubhouse at the end. And Koepka said, "I normally make that putt. I saw whoever it was go before him, happened to push it. He ended up going left, and Tiger ended up going right. But luckily, he had that shot.
Right.
But in Tiger's defense, he should have birdied. What was it, 16 or 17?
Yes.
And he should have been like 15 under.
Yes.
So he should have had 2
He
shots
two
on.
putted that.
Those are numbers that
And he
just baffle my
and he
mind
shouldn't
too.
have two-putted
Like
it.
I
Yeah,
go
15
golfing and
under
I'm
over,
happy. Like I'm ecstatic if I get 15 over.
Right.
But I mean, that's
Hey,
that's
I
15
shoot
under
10
for the whole
over
tournament, though.
to 20
No,
over.
exactly. But
I'm pretty
even
good.
on one day,
but that's
what's-
their job.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like, they
they're
get paid and
professionals
they're
for a
good at
reason.
it.
They're professionals for a reason. But it's the same argument with the Olympics. I want to see that one average Joe that's in there trying to run.
Well, you look
with,
at the amateurs. There's amateurs that go out there that
No,
are
exactly.
not professionals, but they still play as well as professionals.
So what
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Well, and
a lot
golf
of-
is such a tricky sport too that it's
you
not.
could be on a hell of a day and go 12 under, and then the next day you're 12 over.
Yeah.
But
Now you're even.
a lot of the amateurs that play are college
Yep.
players. And then I don't know if you saw, but last night on TV was like USC versus I don't know what school it
For
was.
the
But like,
national championship?
I don't remember.
Or
How does
tournament.
I
how
think
does
it
that
was-
work, by the way?
but
What?
so
When schools play each other in golf, like how does that?
It's the same way.
you just
same
add
way.
up your
It's-
numbers.
Yeah, it's the same way. So you have like 2 or 3 players, and or the whole team, right? You play the whole
team
team.
versus
It's
team.
like
I think
it's
like
pretty
4
much
versus
like
4.
match play. So if
I don't know anything
all
about
right,
golf.
if
so.
me and you play
Yeah.
and you get a par and I get a birdie, I'm 1 up on you.
Okay.
So then we go to the next hole, and you get a birdie and I get a par. Now we're even. Now we go to the next hole,
Okay.
and I get an eagle and you get a birdie. I'm 2 up. You're
1 up.
I'm 1 up. Yeah, I'm 2 up, not 3, which I should be, but you're 2 up. So that's how they do it. So then at the end of the game, they look at it and like, all right, USC is 5 up, and whoever they played is 4 up. USC wins, and so it's just back and forth.
But it was so interesting to watch after the Masters because you see them hit every shot where it needs to be. They lay it up, they put it in the hole. A couple of times they'll put it in the bunker, whatever. But like I was watching the amateur golf last night, dude hit it straight off a tee. They were playing in California, light breeze, nothing but sun, and shanked it to the right, like a little bit off into the rough. A couple of guys hit it, under what they should have. So like it's just crazy to see like that difference between amateur and pro. Like they're still phenomenal at golf. They would kick any of our asses, but they still mess up. Whereas a pro would put it right where it needs to be.
Every time.
And it blows my mind. Like a par 3, you put a hole in the ground. How far away? 168 yards, and it takes you 2 tries to hit a little white ball into a little hole.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
I agree.
That's insane.
It blows my mind that fucking people came up with this sport.
The fucking Scots, man.
Well, yeah,
You got nothing
duh,
else to do
but
up there.
So I saw a thing on Reddit a couple weeks ago that was it was Scottish inventions throughout
Yeah.
the centuries, and it was like labeled by the year that it was done, and it had like 16th century, 17th century, 18th century, or whatever it was.
golf every year.
No, well, so golf was like way at the beginning of the list, right? At whatever point it was on the list, it said whiskey, right? Because somebody had to come up with whiskey
Scotch.
originally. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever year, I can't even remember what the year was. There wasn't another thing on that list for another 150 years.
Not a coincidence.
Hey, look, here's this alcohol. Let's all just get drunk and fuck anything else.
That's all they needed.
Going back to the difference between amateur or even like minor league and professional sports, that margin is so slim.
But
Because
like,
you go like watch minor league hockey and you're like, they're pretty close. Or like a minor leaguer gets called up to the NHL and you're like, he's actually not that bad than the dude, not that much worse than the dude he replaced, if not better than the dude he replaced.
I'm going to
Like,
go off of baseball for that one. The Royals played the Storm Chasers, which is their feeder team.
right. Oh, I didn't know they did that
And
ever.
the Storm Chasers beat the Royals.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They played a couple weeks ago.
Well,
But
Storm Chasers has also been like champions in their league for the
Yeah,
last,
they're
like,
the Storm
but-
Chasers are an example of a good minor league
but they're a
team.
feeder into
No,
the
yeah.
major. But I don't know if any of you saw. I saw it on Twitter. But the fight with Ovechkin, was it last night?
Dude,
Yeah, that
fuck-
guy-
no,
it was 2 nights
Two
ago.
nights ago. It was
Yeah.
Monday.
The teenager versus Ovechkin.
I don't know why he took that fight.
punched him.
Two
I don't know.
all-stars. Two
Fir-
all-stars.
first of
on
all,
the
They were
fucking
jabbing
teams.
all night.
Yeah,
and he
first
got
of all,
down there
though,
and just
I mean, I get it. Maybe he got under your skin a little bit, but still, like you got it. The dude's 40 pounds heavier
I
than
wonder
you.
what they said to each other.
He's Alex Ovechkin, who's known to be a
he is
powerful player.
The top. He is either the top or the second best player in the
Can
league.
you imagine being him? Just like
Most people would
freaking
agree.
God.
Wait,
Where
I'm
is he
not
from?
even done yet.
Where's he from?
Who?
Russia.
Ovechkin.
Both
Russia.
of them are
Both
from
Both
from
are from
Russia.
Russia. So the other thing is
I
that
fucked your mother.
Ovechkin has the old man strength now. He's like 33.
Well, yeah.
So he's got. I mean, he just
He has that old shit.
yeah, and he won a Stanley Cup already. He doesn't give a
Well,
fuck
he fucking
anymore.
went on a bender with that one.
Yeah, he was drunk the entire summer. How jealous are you?
I was.
I saw that.
I mean, I don't know about being jealous.
Hey, you can't get a hangover if you're always drunk.
He was the one that drank out of the Stanley Cup, didn't he?
I'm pretty sure
Most of
every
them
team
do.
that's ever won the Stanley Cup has
Just,
had
like,
something
legit
out of it.
partied all-
He probably slept.
Well,
with
because
the
they
cup,
each
let's be
get it
honest.
for like
He
what,
did-
a week or
uh,
something like that.
Somebody did. I think it was
couple
him.
days.
There was a picture of it. Yeah, there was like I think it was like a Deadspin or like a similar satire sports publication that was like.
Followed like what the teams did with the trophy.
Well,
when they
it
had
wasn't even that. It was they wrote an article like in the kind of the same vein as the Onion, where they're like, the team has gotten together to approach the captain Alex Ovechkin about how much time he's spending with the cup because they want their turn or whatever it was, because he just like he took it to Russia, he took it all over the place with him, and he just like had it the
Victory
whole
tour.
time. Like I didn't even
He
know that
did-
the other
Do you
capitals
think
got the cup.
If you
ever.
take the Stanley Cup to Russia, do you have to check it,
Yes.
or is that a carry-on item?
That's an NHL.
That's probably
There's
thing.
no way it's small enough to be a carry.
that's
They-
got to be like.
Are you
private
kidding me?
flight.
He has enough money. He probably took his own fucking plane.
Yeah, that's exactly. It was probably chartered.
That's like Habib.
you don't
Habib
take
went
Southwest
on a
Airlines
fucking-
to Russia.
I don't know if Southwest flies to Russia. Damn,
Habib went on a fucking Champions tour.
did
He
he?
was in Russia after beating Conor McGregor.
Fuck
Oh,
Habib.
actually, I know the answer to that. Southwest
Fuck
doesn't
Habib.
fly international.
Fuck
No,
his
I know
cousins,
that.
man.
So-
That's
I was making a joke.
bullshit.
Fuck them
But
all.
I didn't catch it at
yeah,
first.
let's take a Frontier airline flight to
There we
Russia.
go. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure they fly international.
That'd
It'll
be
only cost
really
you
fun.
Spirit?
$79 though.
Yeah.
Spirit
Spirit,
Air?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not taking Spirit to the Millard Airport. Fuck that.
Oh, on top of that, so you want to know what baffles me about Epley? Is still how small it is relative to so many other airports.
the fact
you
that there's
land
only
in.
like 12 gates,
and then
10.
but like when
There's
you-
like 15 gates on either side, but the thing is, they only use one of the two
there
terminals
are- oh, I guess
at a
there are
time.
that
but
many.
like
really.
when
Yeah.
when you walk in, like the
Well-
railings are all wooden and like cobblestone, like just old fucking shit.
Yeah.
Where you go in a new one and it's glass, fucking fancy stainless steel.
Although
like,
I will say, there are more charging stations like for your phone and stuff in Epley than there were in either Chicago or Denver.
And this is per like number of seats in the lobby, right?
I
Because,
mean, just
like,
in general,
those airports would have more, but per capita,
Well, but
Epley
yeah,
has
I mean,
more.
exactly. You walk into one gate and there's, I mean, say in Epley, one gate has 40 seats.
Uh-huh.
Like that you can sit down in.
So-
there were at least 7 or 8 charging
Like every
stations.
2 seats,
Pretty
or every
much.
So
I guess
every
pod of like
yeah.
4 seats
But
has a charging
in
station.
Denver, I had to look for one. There was not one on
Denver,
one in-
they hide them all by where they used to have the payphones. They ripped all the payphones out
Well,
and put charging stations
but
in there.
at the
But
gate
you have
we
to
were
like go
at-
out into the like
at the gate we were at.
concourse
I
to
saw
find it.
2. I posted up on one, and the other one was way over in the other corner. Like,
But
Yeah.
describe the charging station. Is it like a table where that's where you go to
no,
charge your
no,
phone?
like you sit down and there's a little thing behind you on the a post behind you.
Yeah, and
and
you
there's
just
plugs
plug
on
it in.
there,
So-
or there's USB outlets.
Well, see, the
on
thing
there.
with Epley is that they have both. Those posts
that's
have
what I'm saying.
USBs and the plugs. So if you
Well,
need
and-
to, you can plug in.
Well,
as
and the
well.
one in Denver, it only had plugs. There was no USB, and one of the plugs, the GFCI
yeah.
popped on it, and it wouldn't go back.
Huh.
So there was one plug for the 3 that were actually there.
So we transferred out of St. Louis, and I've gone there before. But it was 4 chairs in a row, and all the chairs plug in, and they have 2 chargers in between each chair, like right down underneath
Yeah.
USB and regular
Solid.
input. So like all of them covered. But I've been to flown out of California, legit like table, desk, charge your phone,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like no other outlets.
Um,
You got to find
and-
your
Well-
shit.
Philadelphia and Baltimore, they have like a bar height,
Like a
bar
tabletop. That-
tabletop
That's how it was in
that
California.
you plug in shit. Yeah, and
They had
San
one of those
Diego
in
is the same
Cancun
one.
too when we were flying
Yep,
out.
and it's the same
Yeah.
thing.
But
See, I
for-
saw those at Philly, but I never actually went to one because I was leaving there.
Apparently,
so I
Philly
didn't-
has
Well,
one
I
of
was
the
leaving
most
too, but-
updated airports that there is too.
But
Atlanta,
people
I would say, is probably.
Well, that's also.
Atlanta's
although
the
I
biggest
fucking hate the Atlanta
world.
New
airport,
York,
but
I bet. New
Fuck
York is-
Atlanta.
But
four people
the only
sit down
reason
in your
the only
Atlanta
reason this
airport,
was even a problem
huge. It's fucked.
was because on most airliners that they have nowadays, if you're sitting like more than 3/4 of the way back towards the end of the plane, they don't have plugs on the seats.
really,
I was looking like on the
it's the
flight
same, it's still coach. It's
on the
still like
flight
the same
info.
class.
Yeah, it's still
I've
economy.
always flown Southwest. I've never had
Well,
a plug on a seat.
No, and that's
Well,
Southwest,
Southwest
but
kinda makes sense.
we flew United, and looking at like the info of the plane, and it's like every seat has a plug-in between rows 1
Yeah.
and rows
Yeah,
27 or whatever.
shit.
And we
wasn't
were,
there.
of course,
Where are you
sure shit,
going?
we're in like row 29, so ours didn't have plugs. And then on another flight, we were in the row that was supposed to have it, and we're all looking around trying to find. Nope, there's just not there.
Bye, Billy.
Like,
Bye, Billy.
see you, Billy.
We've never had a mid podcast leave.
Drive safe.
Bye, Billy. Bill, I am.
They're dickheads.
Might see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Okay, bye.
See you guys. Hey,
See
That's
you
not how
guys.
that goes.
I know.
I haven't seen the
Well,
movie, and I know.
Oh yeah, sure.
Hey, but as far as we know, we've only seen Sloth say hello. We've never seen him say goodbye. So
That's
hey,
fair.
you guys.
Yeah.
See you guys.
I think I'm on to something.
I think you're onto something here. They were supposed to make another Goonies movie, but they didn't.
because it
Probably for the best.
may
We
it
already
became a
talked about
cult
this.
classic.
I'm glad
There's no reason
I'm
why.
glad they did not.
Matt, they made a new Tremors.
Boo.
Fuck
Jesus
They made a
Christ.
new
Yeah.
Tremors, so this is what, like 8 or 9? Because I saw,
Yes.
I want
They
to
have
say
3.
7 or 8 on
No, they have
Netflix.
3.
No,
Tremors
no.
3 came out in 1984.
Look at-
Like,
I'm going to look it up.
I'd be
because
surprised if it was
they are
1984,
that
but
high.
it was a long time ago.
Because I
Brendan,
saw,
you ever see
I
Tremors?
saw them on Netflix.
I was scared shitless of the first like 1 or 2. I'd go outside because
And
I
then
saw
they
them when
have
they
ass
first came out.
blasters.
It's all
And what?
worms.
Well,
ass
the-
blasters.
The
You remember
original,
that? They're like
the
have
original
wings
ones
and
were
fucking shoot
like
out their
actually
ass.
kind of terrifying because they were like legit, but then they just got into the campy horror movie that's not actually good.
right.
The original Tremors was 1990.
They don't
Oh,
have.
really? What am I
8
thinking
them.
of?
They have
Which one
3
had
of
Kevin Bacon?
That was
All of
Kevin
them.
Bacon was the
All of
original
them.
one.
All
Oh, see,
of them have
1990
Kevin
might
Bacon.
as well have been the mid 80s.
All of them have.
The
Kevin
previous decade always bleeds over into the next decade.
This
Like for a
film
few
is the
years.
first installment of the Tremors franchise and was followed by 4 direct-to-video sequels: Tremors 2 Aftershocks, Tremors 3 Back to Perfection,
Bacon. Oh.
Tremors 5
5.
What happened to
Bloodlines,
4?
and Tremors A Cold Day in Hell, and a direct-to-video prequel, Tremors 4 The Legend Begins.
Is Kevin Bacon
So
in
A
they
any
have
of
TV
those?
5?
series titled Tremors the Series aired from March to August 03.
Huh.
So
Wait, so how many of those, other than the first one, was Kevin Bacon in?
All of them.
I'm
Minus
not sure.
the TV show.
I thought he was only in the first one.
I don't think he was in
Cast.
any of
All
them.
of them.
I'm pretty sure he started being like an actual movie
He
star.
was
at
in
the-
all
No,
of
he
them.
was only in the first one.
Who was the other guy?
Michael Gross
They look
played
similar.
Gert Gummer.
Gert.
I have no clue, but he's the only
Sounds
one
like
that's
a
in
name.
most
What?
of them.
No, what? Let me see a picture of the fucker. No, yeah, no, that guy's in every single one of them.
Except for Tremors 4 The Legend Begins.
Yeah,
Which
whatever.
was a prequel, apparently.
he
So
wasn't there.
who's Kevin Bacon?
So who's Kevin Bacon's character?
Character's name is
Right, but who plays him in all the
Valentine
movies?
McKee. It's just not there. I don't know. It doesn't say.
He's only there in one movie.
In
That's
only in
fucking
one movie.
lie. Go
Does
to
he die?
IMDb.
DB.
No,
DB.
like that character doesn't show up on the list
BT.
anywhere else, other than when Kevin Bacon played him in the first.
That's
one.
fucking horseshit. Because he's in like all of them.
I thought you were gonna be like, other than when Kevin played him,
Tremors
like you're on
7
a first name basis with Kevin Bacon.
is being made now
Yes.
and will release 2019 fall 2019.
Oh,
Just
let's
let
go!
it die already.
Let's go!
But
Why
I'm
wouldn't you
pretty
just waited
sure-
another year and had
I'm
it been
pretty
30
sure
years?
all of them, or most of them at least, are on Netflix because I saw them.
I'm
one
watching
day
them all.
and
I'm
was
going
like,
on a binge.
Holy shit! I remember when we watched those back in like middle school, and yeah.
the first one was all right.
The
but
only thing I remember about
great.
them was like because they're reactive to like vibrations on the ground, right?
Yes.
And so if you're not on the ground, you're good, essentially, right? Because there was at one point they hit on a top of a car,
Mm-hmm.
and then they took a bulldozer,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were like in the bucket of the bulldozer, right? But then the one guy knew about him, and he had like a compound, and he had cement walls dug like however far down underground so they couldn't get in, right? That's about as much
yeah, but
as I
how do you
remember
do
it.
that without them coming for you? Because the ground vibrates when you
right?
dig it.
Right?
Also, how is being in the bulldozer help you? Because the bulldozer
was heavy. That's why.
And it rumbled, and they knew they were there, but they couldn't get to them because they weren't on the ground. I think
but
is
it was
what
it was too heavy for them to.
or that's what
to
it was, to
crash
flip
into.
or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why.
Because the scene I remember
God,
vividly
what a
is they like
ridiculous series of movies.
they like grab the axle of the truck that they're driving or whatever, and it like rips the
Yeah,
axle
yeah.
off the truck.
Well, because then the guy that had dug way down with cement walls had like a whole armory in the basement.
Oh yeah,
and
he
all
was
that.
already.
That was the
Oh,
guy
and then
you showed me.
They get
Yeah.
into that
Bart.
though. They like break through the fucking wall.
Oh, do they?
Yep. And then they unload like
So many
ARs and handguns.
So
on
many
them.
like shitty movie effects from like the 90s where they're like shooting a shotgun, but it
Yep.
looks like a firecracker comes out the barrel. Like, it's lame.
It's like dragon's breath. No way. What the hell?
All right.
How about
We actually lost 2 people because Billy
Yeah,
went.
and
Billy
Joel
went to go leave.
Took off.
And
wherever
Joel
Joel
Joel's
just
gone.
disappeared.
He's pee-peeing.
He's not. I hear somebody talking.
I
To
didn't-
Well,
Eric
he's running his
what do
mouth.
we? What time are we at?
Fuck if I know.
Who knows?
You're usually
Fuck
the one
if I
who's
know.
responsible.
30
for
minutes.
I forgot to start.
Did you guys see the picture of a black
Wanna-
hole from
You wanna
last
take
week?
bets?
Yeah. Did you see the girl who made the fucking algorithm to get the picture of the black hole?
What do you mean?
Ooh, Brendan.
There was
saw
an
a picture of her.
algorithm that she
It
had
was
to make.
all the
37.
Well, I saw the comparison picture of the girl that wrote the code that did the Apollo missions to get them to the moon, next to the girl that wrote the code with
Same
a computer. Like it was. Oh no, it's not the same person. No, the one had a book that was like 3 feet tall. That was her
She had
code for
several.
it. Yeah, and then the other one just had her like MacBook or whatever the fuck it was.
Well, no, she
Like-
also had a shitload of hard drives,
Or no, that's what it was. It was the
Yeah.
pile of hard drives. That's what it was. Yeah.
which ultimately is more data.
No, 100%.
Than what's in that first
way,
picture.
Joel,
way
will you
more.
find the fucking ping pong ball? It's in the.
The first picture was
laundry room
more
somewhere.
work for sure.
Oh yeah, well you had to handwrite all the code and everything, but no,
right.
and I mean I guarantee
Well,
those
that's all
were
punch cards too. It's not
multiple
like-
multiple terabytes worth of.
I mean, each one
data.
of the biggest hard drive that I'm
Joel's
aware of right
juggling
now
over
in
here.
a single 3.5 inch form factor is a 10 terabyte drive.
Holy shit!
So assuming that she had like what 30, 40
30 or
drives
so,
there,
yeah.
that's 400 terabytes.
That's
Holy
what,
fuck!
3 petabytes
No,
Jesus.
or no
30 times 10 is
quadabytes.
no
Quadabytes.
30 times 10 is 300.
Oh, would it be 300?
You're not into
No,
not
you're
into
right.
petabytes
You are
yet.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh wait. Quadabyte?
I don't know.
I know
what's
we've
after
looked it up.
petabyte.
We've looked it
Nerds
up.
are talking.
We've looked it up before. I know. Gigabyte, terabyte. Is it peta?
Brendan, how's your
Exa,
fancy baseball
zeta,
team
and
doing?
yotta.
No,
Yottabyte.
Where's peta though?
Peta is after tera.
Okay.
Fucking terrible. I'm third. I have
second.
5 points right now.
What are you
In what?
talking
Oh,
about?
baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm leading y'all by quite a bit.
Of course you are. You
Like
I'd enjoy that
100,
league.
100 points over the next person.
Where did that
Who
come
invited this guy?
You're obsessed with my old Halloween costumes.
from? Oh, okay. Hey, one open. There you go. Hey, Joel, I got something for you. Hold on.
I have 908 points. Oh, no, it's not that. Oh, no, it is that far. Sorry. I have 908 points, and Billy has 790. So I'm 120 points ahead of him.
Oh, I'm fourth now.
Mike Trout.
That's why. Yeah, but I have Gary Sanchez.
Who has
Oh,
Bryce Harper?
He's on the DL.
Billy, I think.
So objectively,
Stupid.
Mike Trout is better than Bryce Harper.
Oh,
Is that
not objectively. It's
You're
just
telling
written
me
fact.
you're gonna okay. I hit the start active players thing. It's gonna start a guy who's on the fucking DL.
I have 3 guys on DL. Fuck
gonna tell me
I
it's
had
gonna
Mike
start-
Trout on the day-to-day last week.
Fuck you still.
yeah.
What's
fuck
I was
you?
gonna make a joke about some minor
Did
injury
anybody
that he
go
could have
pick up,
sustained, but I don't know.
Kershaw
enough
I'm in
now
about
that
it.
he's
last.
back in?
with 701 points.
Yeah, and you
Wait,
were.
so you have
you were
791
competing
and Billy
with
is
me for the first week
798.
or two.
Yeah, and then for some
That's
odd
pretty
reason,
close, aside from Matt.
Did anybody go pick up Clayton Kershaw?
They dropped him.
No. Well, he's nobody had him because he was still in the minors. Because he was rehabilitating whatever he had,
Oh
but
no, should have.
or Billy might have.
Hey, how long do you think it is until Tebow makes the major leagues?
Till who makes the majors?
Tim Tebow. I mean, he's been climbing the ranks.
No.
No, he's still out there.
Got him.
Ow!
What? Clayton Kershaw?
Yep. Brendan just dropped the guy and picked his
I was
ass
gonna
up.
say go for it. I wouldn't have gotten him before you guys anyway. So
I don't understand how waivers work.
Well, I'm last on the waiver list because I'm top of the league.
I've never
So-
done any of that fantasy crap, so I don't know how anything works. Hey Trace, where's your freaking yee rope?
Outside. It's in the shed. Keep it dry.
Good place. For
Nice
it.
and stiff.
Keep her dry.
I've never seen you go so ham on a fucking yee rope.
I fucking love that shit. That shit's so much fun.
I mean, to be fair, neither have I, but I've never seen him use a yee
I
rope
guess.
or whatever.
we
the fuck.
should probably
true.
make like a seesaw fucking cow.
Do it.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
He's talking about like a double A-frame cow head where
Yeah.
you can rope it.
Thanks. Joel understands.
A seesaw.
Isn't that what it's
cow.
called?
No, a seesaw fucking cow.
They're called seesaws, or if you
Seesaws this.
if you had two
Saw
A-frames-
horses.
two
There
A-frames-
you go.
Yeah, sawhorse is two
Seesaw.
A-frames.
I know
And
what
if you
meant.
want to make one, go for it, Trace. None of us are going to stop you.
we're gonna put fucking Jango Fett's head on it.
Ooh,
Where are you getting that?
You're not
Right
allowed to
there.
have that one.
'Cause that's Boba Fett too.
Well, I want his son.
I know he's
I
a
think-
clone of
I
Django,
want
but
his son,
he's not
Django.
Django.
I want
That
his son,
would be.
Jango.
He's not a
That's
clone.
his
Son
father,
right there.
I
Django.
want all the Jangos.
I thought you were a Star Wars fan.
I'll give you my Jango.
Is he not a biological son
Unchained?
and not like a clone?
No,
Yeah.
he's a clone with a decelerated aging.
I will
Oh,
give you
why is he decelerated?
the
Because that's what
Jango.
Django wanted.
Oh.
He wanted a son, but he didn't have
All
a
right.
wife to fuck. So
I
he
told
made a
Matt
clone
this
that
earlier.
didn't have the accelerated aging,
Pussy ass
and then
bitch.
raised him on his own
I'll give you the Django Unchained.
until he died when the kid was 10.
fucking pussy.
And then this
Yikes.
happened.
Yeah,
He was way worse than his father at being a bounty hunter.
No,
At least
he was-
as far as we saw in the movie.
he was way better as a bounty hunter than his father.
And now he's
until he was
immortalized.
on screen, and then he was just ass.
Okay, actually, wait, hold on. I take that back. In Legends canon, he was way better than his father as a bounty hunter. In
Sure.
the new canon, no, you were right.
And now he's immortalized as a
Well,
piece
the
of
new canon is
cardboard in your
basically just
basement.
what's on screen at this point because Disney just
Well,
fucked
in the
off
books,
everything else.
but he hasn't shown up in any of the books. So, at
But any
least
of the books written
new
since
canon
Disney
books,
took
yeah,
over.
yeah.
When were you playing this? Drunk, stoned, or stupid?
Well,
So-
if
That's-
you
we-
notice that it's still plastic
Yeah, it's
wrap,
still
we've never
fucking-
played it,
Yeah.
Also, I have $1 million butt in my car still.
and I
So-
have it somewhere else. In
Oh,
my
you
house
I
as
probably.
told Matt
Do you have
this
any of the
earlier.
expansions?
No, just
Okay,
the
neither
base
do I.
game.
What's the game called?
$1 million butt.
How about Quiplash?
So you get one card that says you get $1
Do
million.
you have? Wait,
but
do you have Quick Flash?
Yes, I do. Matt
on my
does.
TV, yeah, or on my PlayStation.
That's a good game.
Quiplash
It's a
is
good
fun.
game.
What do you want?
So is
Trace?
Fibbage.
Ooh, Fibbage. Yeah, that's what we need to play.
Why are we playing music?
That's the first thing I thought of when you said the $1 million butt.
So what are we at?
$1 million,
3,
yeah.
4 copyright strikes?
I
now?
think
if
we'll be
anybody
alright.
takes notice of our channel,
So-
it's just-
I think we're clear.
You get $1 million.
Whatever. Yeah,
But-
right. This is the one that's gonna be like, boom.
Every time
bare naked
You wait.
ladies, not on my watch.
you wake up, you realize
Oh
you
no,
shit
beer
your
down.
pants.
Pick it up.
Okay, that reminds me. There's a video that Barstool posted with Vinny and Pauly D. And a lot of the times they get celebrities and they do like this or that. Like you have to pick.
Yes.
Oh my God! Did you see the one with Vinny and Pauly D?
Yes.
Oh, I was like,
what was
I
it?
don't
It
laugh
was.
at him a
Would
lot,
you
but, like,
rather take, or would you rather like?
the very first
Brendan,
one?
fix your mic.
Very first one was: would you rather come loudly every time you fart, or fart loudly every time you come?
Yeah. Yeah, Matt. What would you rather do?
Probably fart loudly every time I
Vinny
come.
was like,
Yeah,
I'd
that
rather.
one.
I
That
Vinny
one.
was like, fart loudly every time I come. He's like, and then Pauly D was like, fuck, you're on that keto diet. You farted 18 times on the way here.
As if you came every time you farted. I fart a lot.
So then,
That suck.
so like the other one was, the question was, would you rather fuck your girlfriend in your mom's body,
Oh, yeah.
or fuck your mom's mind in your girlfriend's body?
Jesus
And
Christ.
Vinny was like, I think I'd fuck my girlfriend's body. There's no way I'm
He's
touching
like,
my.
I'm not fucking my
mom's
mom's body.
body.
And Pauly D's like, I fuck my mom, my girlfriend's body, because she got the mind. And
Right.
Yeah. Jesus. Chris,
That sound is awful.
Chris,
What?
would you rather fuck Sarah in your mom's body or your mom in Sarah's body?
I guess my mom and Sarah's body.
Ah!
Yeah.
So your mom knows that you fucked her.
Yeah, but from a strictly visual standpoint,
You
It's-
can stand by your mom knowing it was Sarah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
probably not. I don't know. That's a dumb
That's
question.
so hard. All right, Swaney, Cassidy or Angie, take your pick.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, everyone was like, "Oh no." I'm
We
gonna
ain't doing
go with
this.
Chris
Angie
on
is
this
a
one.
nice lady.
I'm going with Chris on this one.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
My mom's pretty pragmatic. She would know because the idea is that you have to fuck them to switch them back, right?
Yeah.
Is the
That's
full
generally
is
what
the,
it
the
is,
rest
yeah.
of that question.
So you could walk away from the situation and just
And
let
just
them deal with
leave
their
them.
own issues. Yeah.
never
Yeah.
bang either. Like
Find somebody
Freaky-
else to fuck you
Freaky-
guys. Sorry.
Freaky Friday.
Fucking
let them
sickos!
live their whole
This
life.
is the worst Freaky Friday ever.
Frisky
But no,
Friday?
my mom, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Welcome to the new porn.
Frisky Friday. Do I fuck
Frisky
my mom or my
You know,
girlfriend?
I'm amazed for how long that question's been around because that's been a thing for a while.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm
new.
amazed that there hasn't been a like a porn site or a porn company that
I
has
almost
made a
guarantee
porno
it.
of that. Like, oh no, we switched bodies. You gotta fuck one of us to bring
There
us back.
has
I'm
to
sure
be.
there is one.
Well, I better go do some research. Shit.
Oh, what the fuck is her name? Corey what? What is
Corey
her name?
Chase.
Yeah, Corey Chase, Lexi Bell. Easy, done. I wrote it for you, bitch. Let's get on it.
Jesus. I've never viewed a porn.
So what was
You're
what
a
was?
liar.
Yeah, you're a liar.
Am I lying?
Liar.
Matt, what was your $1 million butt? You said something about shitting your pants. You wake up, you shit your pants.
Yeah, you get $1 million, but every single time that you wake up, you realize you've shit your pants.
Hell yeah, I do it.
That's fine.
So like $1 million a day? Yeah.
I'll shit.
Or no,
you
it's $1 million
get- you
once.
get $1 million
$1
right
for your whole
now,
life.
but every time for the rest of your life that you wake up, you realize you shit
Oh,
your
no,
pants
I'm
in your
out.
sleep.
Oh, only
You-
for $1 million? Fuck.
You
that.
would
No,
find a
I'm out.
solution though.
Not for $1 million.
No, you wouldn't.
You would find a solution
No,
that
you
you shit
wouldn't.
your pants.
You're thinking too much into the goddamn
Butt plug?
question.
You would find a way to adapt to you shitting.
I
your
would if I got $1 million every time it happened.
Sleep
Yeah,
in the
every
Right.
time.
No, it's one single $1
But
million.
one time for the rest of my life,
I
no.
could blow through that real quick.
What's another
Because
one,
at a
Matt?
certain point in my life, I'm going to be shitting my pants when I wake up anyway. So
So would you double shit?
Yeah.
Shit and then shit right after. Like,
Fucking
oh, fuck.
80-year-olds.
yeah, like you already shit your pants and then you wake up and you shit again.
sleep in the bathtub and then just rinse off every time you wake up.
Wear a fucking diaper.
Yeah, or
Chris,
that.
Chris,
Yeah,
how
but
old?
you got to
You develop a new fetish along the way, too.
Because what if you get super hammered and just pass out?
Chris,
You wake up, you shit yourself.
or take a nap.
That probably happens anyway. People do that all the time.
Chris, how old are you?
Yes.
Why are we doing this again? Everybody knows how
He's
old I am.
old
I'm 28
as
years old.
Old as shit.
All right, so let's say you live to 75. I'm not doing the math. We'll do 68. 365 times 68 is 24,820.
You shit
If
yourself.
you make $1
that
million
many days.
on top of that, you're getting paid how many?
Divide 1 million by 24,000, whatever the fuck.
That's not how you do math.
All right, I
That
looked
is
it
how
up.
you do math.
They do have ones
No,
where
you need to do it the other
people
way. around.
switch
Exactly
bodies,
what I said. That's
but
not how you do
it's all just like the guys swap into a female body, and then it's just them masturbating. That's it.
All right, so 24820. All right, so now 1
Matt
million
looked up
divided by
porn.
24820.
Well, yeah. I said I was gonna look it up. I looked it up. Fuck up. It's not a thing.
So that's
It's not right.
it's only no, that's right. That's only $40 every time you wake up
Yeah, fuck that.
for 68 years
Fuck that.
from
To
the
wash
point
shit
where you
off.
take
Fuck
it.
you.
Yeah.
that.
worth it.
How is that
No,
worth it?
if somebody paid me $40, I would not shit my pants.
40 bucks?
On top of your job, you're working plus a mil, dude. You're fucking set for life.
That's $280 a week.
Put that mil into retirement, and then you're fucking golden.
That's
dude.
$14,000
That's
a
if you
year.
make it to retirement and you don't kill yourself because you shit your pants every day you wake up.
Yeah. You fucking shit your
but
colon out.
okay, so
your
then I'll say this,
asshole.
but then you don't have to shit at all for the rest of the day. That is your shit
Yeah,
for the
it's
day.
just one and done.
Um,
I'd
Wait,
still.
Dude, wake up.
now shitting
wake
is
up,
kind of a nice
wash
way to
your
get away
shit.
from work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's
You could fake shit.
$1 million isn't enough.
I mean, I could, or I could just take up smoking again. That'd be my 5 minutes away from
There you go.
work every day.
Did you quit
Maybe it's just
Yes and no.
fully?
I have cigarettes here today because I'm drinking, and I recognize what that
Jesus.
means. But I didn't have a cigarette all day today. My last cigarette, like in a normal context, was yesterday evening, and I haven't smoked at work in like 2 or 3 weeks. No, like 3 or 4 weeks at this point. Like
That's
I just
good.
don't bring my cigarettes into the office with me. I just leave them in my car. So over the past couple weeks, I've gone through a pack in like 4 days, whereas usually I went
Not
through a
bad.
pack in a day or two. So even without like totally stopping, it's still I've made a lot of progress there, and I don't expect to. The other day I went to the bar and had a few drinks and didn't smoke at the bar.
When the fuck was this?
Oh,
Well,
shit.
last time we were there, I didn't
He
smoke.
cheated
when we were
on
at the
Yes,
bar.
you did.
No, I didn't.
I
I didn't go outside
On
Saturday.
Saturday?
Nope,
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
When?
You don't remember going outside to smoke because I told you don't go outside to smoke. You're like, I'm going outside to smoke. You had to move the girl from the door,
Damn.
and you walked outside and smoked.
Oh, fuck.
No,
You
that was a
fucking
different time.
smoked.
That was
No.
a different time.
That was on Saturday.
No, because the that bitch wasn't there on Saturday.
Yeah. It was on Saturday.
Maybe it was the day before that when I went up there just to because
Yeah,
I was
Friday.
not feeling great.
You
mentally.
smoked on Saturday.
Sure, but I only smoked one. Normally,
Sure.
3 hours at a bar, I've had 4 cigarettes or more. Because time is dilated when you're drunk. So you're like, you go outside and you smoke, and then like 20 minutes later, you're like, man, it's time for another cigarette. But it's really not, because it's only been 20 minutes, but you've been drinking.
So why
you're
not
like,
set a
let's just
timer for
fucking
20
go.
minutes?
What? No, you're not supposed to smoke well, you're not supposed to smoke at all, but you're not supposed to smoke every 20 minutes.
So why are you smoking? Boom! Problem solved.
Got him.
Well, if you want to know the real answer to that question, it's because when I turned 21, I didn't start smoking until I was 21, which is already stupid.
Chris, it's
Dumbass.
Because I already passed the point in time where most people start smoking.
Chris, it's far past the 19th century. We do not smoke any longer.
Turned
You-
21,
You do the math.
and I was finally able to. We apparently can't do math. We just proved that a second ago.
What are math?
So I was working at Best Buy at the time and in retail.
What
and
are English?
much like the service industry, retail people drink a lot, and they smoke a lot, and they do less drugs in the service industry, but they still do some drugs. So, we would all go to Kona or wherever after work, and
What's the location of Kona?
Kona's in Village Point. So we were
Point, Omaha, Nebraska.
yes.
155.
Well, the location of the store I used to work at is 333 North 170th Street, Omaha, Nebraska 68. I don't remember the zip code. Probably 168, 68168. Isn't that? That's not right. Anyway,
probably like 6813, like
3.
2 or 3.
I think it's 133
That sounds
up
right.
there. Anyway, so we'd go out, but then like I'd be at a bar with all of my coworkers, and then they'd all, literally every single one of them would go outside to smoke, and I'd be like just sitting at the bar by myself. I'd be like, this is kind of lame. So I'd go outside
Oh,
with them,
that's
and
weird.
I'd stand
That's how
there.
I feel when I'm drinking with you.
Well, sorry.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah, right. So I'd go outside with them, and then somebody offered me a cigarette at one point. I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. I was like, yeah, this feels really great when you're drinking. But then I started feeling guilty. This is my problem. I should have just continued to be an asshole and bum cigarettes my entire life. But I started to feel guilty about bumming cigarettes all the time. So I was like, I'll buy my own pack of cigarettes. And then, like, at first, I only would smoke when we went out to when somebody, like, on the floor approached me and they're like, hey, you doing anything right now? I'm like, no. They're like, let's go outside and smoke. I'm like, okay. And then I'd go outside and smoke, but I never was the one who approached somebody else and was like, hey, let's go smoke. And then I'd go out to a bar, and I pretty much only smoked when somebody approached me at work and when we went out to a bar.
What?
And then I got to the point where, like, I was at home in my apartment. I'm like, you know what sounds good right now? Fucking cigarette.
All right, so I found another really good one, though.
I found something.
Good what? Oh, $1 million.
Marquette lacrosse player got arrested for having consensual sex.
What?
In
Was
the
she
women's
underage?
volleyball locker room. No, underage. You go to college at 18. You can't be underage.
Could be.
Well, no, I guess I technically didn't, but if you... No, you did.
I would have been in college at 18.
Well, you turned 18
Yeah, most kids-
2 weeks before you went to college.
And it's now...
My sister started
April.
college at 17.
But when did she turn 18?
3 months later.
3
Same.
months later. And it's May.
Same.
I'm saying as of now.
Oh,
Most
as of
kids
now, generally.
are as of age.
What if it was somebody that skipped a grade, graduated a year early?
Either way. So
I don't
is
know
it because it was
But-
on school grounds, like in a public location?
It was in a public location.
Yeah, so probably for a
public
decent exposure.
indecency and
Yeah.
whatever.
I almost went down
Well,
for that
they're
once.
saying lacrosse player. Fuck you.
Explain. Hold the fuck on. Explain.
I don't know if I want to talk about it on the podcast.
Oh, well,
He got
you
caught having
mentioned it,
sex in a
so-
We're
church
waiting.
parking lot.
Not a church park.
Oh,
Wow.
sorry. Zorinsky.
There you go.
So explain.
It was on F Street.
So
Appropriately.
Was it where the football field is?
No.
Oh.
If you
Turn left coming down.
So if you leave St. Bernard's, you turn
156th.
left. No. If you leave St. Bernard's and you turn left onto F Street
Go to the light and go
and
through.
keep going and go through that parking lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you're
So,
coming
like,
down
the main-
156, take a left.
The main, most popular part.
Sure, 156 going north, yes.
So what happened?
We were fucking.
Who?
Well, she was ramming the hell out of Chris.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the story of how I got caught fucking on F Street. Hello,
I find
Mom.
it funny
I hope
how
you
Joel
never
can
listen to
interrupt
this.
people, but when you interrupt him, he gets pissed off.
I lose it.
Yeah.
Fucking gets pissed.
I try to wait for like pauses.
Try.
Right.
We should all try to wait
Try.
for some pauses because, goddamn,
Well, we all do it, but
I hate editing.
Joel's
this
the one
podcast.
who gets fucking pissed.
Usually I'll put my hand up though to say like I got something to say.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
The
yeah.
story he was telling about the fucking guy coming to his window the one time.
Well,
and
to be
everybody
fair,
was interjecting. He's like,
Yes.
"Fine, I'm fucking done. Fuck this shit. I'm out."
everybody was very drunk that day.
And it was just a fucking slaughter.
It was a
fest.
fuck fest. that
You still
podcast was a
posted
fuck
it.
fest.
You
Well,
did.
I
I had one story
salvaged
to tell.
what I could out of
I
it.
could have told one story in 35 seconds, but you motherfuckers kept interjecting.
Welcome to our world, asshole.
See, I almost welcome the interjections
I wait
because
for my pauses.
I have such a shitty way of telling stories most of the time.
Your stories take 10 fucking minutes.
Exactly. So the
did
extra
yours.
comments help
Yeah.
help it.
Yours
Well,
did
that's
too.
not his fault. Even if nobody talked to me, it would still take me 10 minutes to tell a fucking story.
His take the same.
This
amount of
one time at band camp,
I put a
Dude.
flute in my ass.
I went to fucking Germany and we saw this pot inside
I'm gonna tell
a
a story here
store,
real quick.
And this, yeah.
Have you, all of you've been to where I work? Well, especially Matt.
Where
But-
do you
I've
work?
never been there.
There's also a on.
Bro.
You still
Please
you
cut
don't
that.
work at the ever, do you?
No, not anymore.
You did when they
Hold on,
opened,
hold
right?
on.
2 years.
I haven't since so. I haven't been there in so long.
All right. So, bathroom in the back of this
I haven't. How often do you go to Twin Peaks?
every Friday,
What time?
about 2:00.
Why?
In between 2:30 and 3:30.
Is that your lunch break?
Yep.
Pizza.
Joel,
Well,
the
no.
more you say it, the
Grill.
more I'm just going to cut this whole segment.
Don't-
I'm not even
Hey,
going to bother
oh,
bleeping.
fuck
Don't
it.
be an Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. Yeah, Joel. Don't be an Oscar the Grouch.
motherfucker. I love Oscar sports.
So
bar.
there's
That's great, Joel.
And how is Nebraska treating you?
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Fuck.
Or how is
Oh, damn.
That's
Shit.
the fucking death blow right there.
Hey,
There, don't take
that
too kindly
was
to
the
that
death,
shit.
bro.
In Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Hey,
and talking
act
about masturbating?
like you don't know what happened to the teacher's lounge.
Yes. I have my personal
I
life
don't
and
know
have
what
my-
happens in the teacher's lounge because I'm
Doesn't
like, Joel, I'm
matter,
not a
they call
teacher,
that
so I don't
shit.
get to go in there.
You banned forever.
I mean, as an adult, though, you could probably just walk into a school and just be like, hey, I'm a
But-
sub, and just walk in.
They kind of get mad if you just walk into a school nowadays. You kind of have to have a reason to be in
You
those.
no, you have to buzz.
You have to buzz in.
Yeah.
No,
And then you
now
can't
you
just be
can
like,
buzz in.
I just wanted to see what the teacher's lounge looked like.
You could try.
But like, as far as today goes, I was in the teacher's lounge. The teachers that work in the building talked. I sat there, didn't say a fucking word because I'm like, I don't know you. I don't care to talk to you. It's my day. I like to eat. Get back to what I'm doing. Simple as that.
Did you say that to them?
No, in my head.
They walk in, you announce
Sat
them,
there.
hey, I don't know any of you.
I like
I
to
would just
eat."
like to eat and go about my day. Thank you.
But there's a long-term sub, so like today, I've known her for a while. But like today, went in, talked to her a little bit, looked at my phone. I was like, all right, I'm done eating. I'm out of here.
Is she subbing for somebody who like has a severe medical issue or is
she's had a
like
baby,
pregnant?
so she's on
Okay, yeah,
maternity leave.
that makes sense. My speech class, my sophomore year of high school, I think, my teacher, about halfway through the first semester, just suddenly disappeared.
Glad Joel ruined
we had
the
a-
story, but thanks.
We had a sub at first, and then we were like, okay. They were like, yeah,
Heads?
so and so, you know, she's
Shot?
you know,
Tails?
had some
shot.
she has a medical issue. She probably won't be here for a little bit. And then eventually, that sub became our sub the rest of the year, and we were like, "What happened to the teacher?" And she was like, "Oh, she got diagnosed with liver cancer." And we are like, "Okay."
All right. Do you want to know a really fucked teacher story? So I was
Yes.
Did I just
Did you
witness a
fuck a
drug
teacher?
deal? What the fuck was that?
Don't worry about it.
so back where I went to high
It
school.
kind of was a drug deal based on what's about to happen with the thing I gave
Where'd
him.
you go to high school, Joel?
No.
Huh? Where the fuck did you go to high school? Millard South in Omaha, Nebraska? Where the fuck did you go to high school?
I don't know if that
I mean,
information
No,
we
no,
all
sir.
went to Millard South except for Chris.
None of your business. So no, but so I was in a German class there, and there was a student who was talking to the teacher. He was a grade ahead of us, but had mentioned to the teacher, "So and so, your hair looks nice today."
Ooh.
Ooh.
They gonna smash.
You top
Was
up.
it like, your hair looks really nice
No,
today?
so she's older, and like it was beginning of class.
Yeah, but
whatever.
like
We were
MILF territory?
Some
or-
people are into
no,
older
no,
women.
no, like
Oh.
old or like grandma.
Well, yeah.
So-
gilfs.
Okay, all right, you're all gonna feel like fucks here in a
Brendan
second. So he
knows.
said, "Nice hair." Little did he know that she wore a hairpiece, because it was different from what she had worn. So he thought that she had gotten her hair done and said, "Your hair looks nice today," and she took it as he was making fun of like her hairpiece, and he didn't even know that like she had one, and like she was like, "That's really disrespectful." Like it went south like super quick.
Millard
And like
South.
it's
I mean,
not
normally women get mad if you don't notice that they change your hair.
It just sounds like something she's insecure
but it's
about.
because she had like I don't know if
Which
she
I
had,
mean, you probably would be if you're having to wear
Fair
a
enough.
hairpiece.
I don't know if she
kinda
had
thing.
something
Yeah.
or just like hair loss or whatever, but he admitted like, "Oh, your hair looks good today," because it was different than what it was. But she thought like he was making a jab at her, and it like the whole class just went south like real quick. Like she almost was like in tears because she thought he was making fun of like her hair and whatnot, and it was just. It
I
was
mean,
like,
she's probably seen how high schoolers interact with each other, and that like deadpan delivery like that could be either legit or totally like a just throwing shade.
head,
At-
shot, tails.
At the end of
shot.
the day, at least she didn't have to go home in the back of her dad's car wearing a condom the whole way. So
True.
No way.
It's true. Actually,
Leave
I
it there.
feel like it would be more uncomfortable if a woman still had a condom on or in, whatever the case may
In.
be.
I think.
The entire ride home.
I think.
That would probably. Yeah, I think that's how that
I'm
works.
not an expert, but I think it's
Sex
in.
is illegal,
Shadow
so I
water.
don't know for sure how that all works.
Because I
Oh,
think
no,
if
no.
it's
You're taking
on,
a fucking shot. You
Sex
won't
is
lose this
illegal.
game,
Technically not
you're
a
gonna lose
woman.
this game.
Sex
This
is
is-
illegal.
this is where it ends.
This is the part of the podcast
Yeah.
where,
Where
we
it
all
becomes a
yell
fuck
over
fest.
each other.
yeah,
Let's be
fuck it.
fair.
Let's just all talk over each other.
Yeah.
And then
Oh
stop when we talk.
yeah, F Street. Yeah, F Street's great for fucking.
Fuck me.
Oh, we're at an hour 10. We were way over. our
Perfect. Thanks for listening, guys.
time. Find us on.
$1 million butt.
No,
No.
we don't.
Every time you hear a
Lip sync.
whistle,
If I had $1 million, bare naked ladies. If I had $1 million,
I forgot the rest of it.
Every time you hear a whistle.
You're tackled by a professional linebacker.
That would suck.
Fuck that
Oh
shit.
my
$1
God!
million
How would he get
bucks
in
ain't
here?
worth that.
Every time you blow
It don't
a whistle,
matter.
I do that fucking 12 times a day.
Actually,
so
this was the better one. Every time you masturbate, your mother gets a text.
I
Who's
don't
the
think
text from?
Also, what does the
An
text say?
anonymous
Is it just
number
an
that
anonymous-
says, "Hello, your son is masturbating right now."
Yeah.
What if someone
I could
else-
play that off?
What if
pretty
someone else
easily.
does it for me? Then I'm not.
all right, no. Time the
No,
fuck
every
up.
time you
That's a
masturbate.
fair point.
So,
Every
but
time you
I-
jerk off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
but-
not hand
So I
jobs.
have
No,
someone
no,
else
that's
give
not,
me
no,
handy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Time out.
What, Joel?
Time out. One of the questions on the Pauly D Vinny thing, you get $10,000 a day for every time you don't masturbate. How long do you think you could last? How much money could you
that was-
Oh,
accumulate?
fuck.
Vinny said $300,000, so he could go 1 month without masturbating. And then Pauly D was like, "You masturbated 10 times on the way here," like joking, obviously. How long do you think you could last? $10,000 a day. How long do you think you could last?
So does it pick back up again after you fail?
No, it's one time deal. That's what we'll say.
No, it's like
one
one-time deal. If you didn't beat off for 10 days,
From right now until the next time you masturbate.
if you didn't
get
beat off for 10 days,
$10,000
you'd
a day.
make $100,000. How long do you think you could go without beating?
Do you
off?
get the money while you go? You get to see the money, or is it just pull up and you're
At
like
the
at
end.
the end?
at the very end?
I think I could go for a minute knowing I got money.
Like no.
Yeah,
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I could go
And,
for a
and this
long
is
time.
just straight up masturbation,
I went
not.
for like 5
I'd be
months.
fucking purple.
The question was masturbating because
6
they're both
months.
single. But let's say if you were with someone, that means like nothing at all. How long could you go celibate, getting $10,000 a day?
I just got on Tinder. No, fuck.
No, you
What?
can't.
no,
You can't do anything.
No, he's saying
No,
next time you
no
ejaculate.
ejaculation.
Oh,
Next time you ejaculate, that's
The Tinder
I'd
option
go
is
for a long time.
good if you're single because then it's like I'm fucking horny. Just hit up Tinder real quick.
You can't jack off.
But we're not. We're off the topic
No.
here.
No, he's saying that you lose the you lose
Right.
the bet. as
The
soon
initial
as
bet
you
was
ejaculate.
as soon as you
Initially, it
jerk
was
off.
No
So you just gotta
finishing for however long, and
So
you
you
get
can jerk
10 grand.
off for 10 hours as long as you don't come. You're good.
I'd get like.
I think even the act of it doesn't.
How
It
many
counts
days?
because
10,000
you have to
a
just
day.
not touch your wiener.
depending
A year.
on
A year.
you
I
and
think
your
I-
wife wouldn't have sex for a year.
But the money.
365
I would go for,
times 10,000.
I mean that's
Minute.
3.6 million.
The money.
Now is this 10 grand after taxes or before taxes? That's very
Okay,
important.
stop. It's someone with a bunch of money and they're like, "Here, I'll give you 10 grand." So it's without taxes.
I mean, even with
Untaxed.
taxes, that's still.
Still,
if
it's
you
all
could-
fucking
if
fucking
you could
money.
Go a full year, no ejaculation. That's 3.65.
I mean, does it
million.
count if my body just does it for me in my sleep?
yeah.
No.
It's mass.
That's
Oh
it.
my
That's
god,
it.
we are taking this so.
No,
No,
fucking
'cause
off.
we-
you would eventually hit
no.
that if you don't masturbate, though. Like,
Right.
You don't.
If your
After about
body-
a month, your
Jerk
body
your
would be
Peter.
like,
if
You
something
don't get any money.
if something other than piss comes out your wiener, that's it.
There you go.
right. Well, then you're fucked after a
No.
month of not masturbating anyway because your body just does it for you when you sleep.
Yep.
That does not happen
Where-
for me. I've never.
have
had
you
an-
ever gone
I've
that
never
long
had a wet
without?
dream.
Have you ever gone
since you
a
figured
month
out how to
without
jerk off? Have
ejaculating?
you had a wet like? I don't know if you have. See, since it took me so long to figure out about masturbation, I've had so
well,
many
if you're
wet
like
dreams.
Chris, and you walk around with a condom on 24/7.
Well,
you'll
then you
never
never
know.
have a wet dream because it just stays in the condom.
'Cause it catches
Problem
it.
solved.
Stays in your little pouch.
Done.
All right.
I'd go a year.
It would
You think
be
you go a full year without any
Yep.
sort of.
a year would be the maximum for me, but I don't know if that would work. I think I could probably get like 2 weeks out of it.
I think I could probably go
2
like,
weeks.
I could probably go half a year.
Now
I
I'd
say
go a
I
year
could
because
go-
of the money.
I'm talking
The
about
money.
if-
$3.65 million.
I would.
Fuck you.
I would
ain't
do
doing
it for
anything.
the money, but all right, let's do half a year.
After a month, you would be probably maybe more than a month. 2 or 3 months, you'd probably be used to be like, oh fuck
So
it.
182.5.
I'm used to
Well,
nothing
don't
now.
fuck it. but-
182.5
Don't fuck it.
times 10,000.
It's 100.
It's 100. Oh my god. We had the monkey controlling the fucking
We
calculator.
already decided. Joel doesn't know how to do fucking math. We already figured this out. You better fucking keep your hands
Half a
away from
year
that.
is 182.
182.
$182.
Yeah.
It's the 5 and the 0000.
Half a year is Blink $182.
It's almost $1.9 million. So let's put it that way.
It's
So,
just over
half a year.
1.8
To
million
not
dollars.
touch your
Half a year.
Peter. I mean,
To
come
not
on.
beat off. I could do
to
that.
not touch
I
it.
could do it
fine.
for half a
No,
year.
But
yeah,
like,
so then you get
God.
to half a year.
we
you might as well
expanded
do
it,
the
Brendan.
6
We
months.
expanded it, Brendan.
We did
Imagine
did.
if you did like 3 years, no beat off.
Because I mean, is that you can't touch your penis whatsoever? Because I'll have times where I'm just sitting there bored and like, yeah, whatever, just like
3 years would be
Oh, fuck. 3 years is a long time, though. Your balls fall off
But you
after
would
3
be-
You
years.
just said after a couple months, you'd be like,
Yeah, and then
Ugh.
after, you know,
Hey.
you get to a year and you're like, shit.
you know what? Here's the
You
thing,
don't beat
though.
off for 3 years, you are set for.
Here's the thing, though.
eternity.
I'm gonna go as long as I fucking can because you're getting that money no matter what. It's not like if you don't hit your goal, you're not gonna get the
True.
money.
only
Sure.
way I
So-
go for 3 years is if I get in hand, cash in hand, 10 grand a day.
Yeah, I'd have to see
Yeah,
it.
Per day?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is.
I need the incentive to keep going.
Why?
If
That's
it's like,
what I was
if
wondering
it's like,
at the
oh,
beginning.
I promise you're building
Nah,
up a
shit.
bank account
Hey,
full of money
What if you're
for
a
not
chronic
jerking off.
masturbator and you do it like 5 times a day? Do you get 50 grand a day?
No, it's
No,
when
no,
you
it's the
don't.
opposite.
It is the exact opposite of what you just said.
Fuck, if we're getting 10 grands every time we
Oh,
masturbate,
I'm
shit,
starving right now. Let's
Yeah.
go.
No, that's what
We
I'm
got some
saying.
porn. We got
I'm
cake farts
saying-
upstairs.
I'm
Can we
Let's
go back about
If
12
you
hours?
don't-
Because
if they go off your
Matt's at
average and let's say you
80,000
masturbate
just
five
today.
5 times a day
not
and
80.
you don't
I mean,
masturbate
30
5 times
maybe,
a day,
but
do you get 10 grand or 50 grand a
If
day?
it's what?
So you're saying I'll
so
give you
you're
10
saying how many
grand
times you stop yourself from
Right.
masturbating every day?
if you masturbate
Yeah,
5 times a
that's
day,
what
and I
he's
say
saying.
I'll give you 10 grand to not masturbate, or for every time you don't masturbate today.
That's what it's saying.
So you could no,
No,
it's not what it's
no.
saying.
No, he's saying just if you don't in general, you get 10 grand
So
for that
every day
24-hour
you go
period.
Without masturbating, you make $10,000 a day.
But as soon as you start masturbating, you lose.
You can't
the
say,
money.
"Oh, I was gonna masturbate today. Here's $10,000 because
Yeah.
you didn't." No, it's like every
24
Why
hour
not?
period.
24 hours you go without masturbating.
I mean,
you make
on any given
$10,000.
day, I think to myself, I could have masturbated today.
I mean, have you ever heard the song by Korn called Adidas?
Yes.
ADIDAS. It stands
All
for
Day I
All
Dream
Day
About
I
It.
Dream About Sex. It's a good song.
Corn's.
All right,
Weird.
thanks for listening,
Something, yeah.
guys.
All right, where can we be found?
Spotify,
Everywhere.
YouTube, Libsyn, Google Play, iTunes. Go give us a listen.
Yo mama's house.
And
And
somebody,
like
for the love of God, follow our
Instagram,
Twitter
baby,
account. Jesus
And
Christ.
Twitter.
There are 6 people that follow that Twitter account. How
Oh,
many
boy.
Instagram followers do we have, Brendan?
123.
All right, how many of those are real people?
They're
All
all
of them.
podcast accounts.
All right, well,
Majority.
somebody needs to follow our Twitter account because
Go follow our Twitter and Instagram account.
at least the Twitter account is all real people. But still, I mean,
And subscribe and like on YouTube too.
124.
yes,
Subscribe
Yeah.
on YouTube.
yep. Please do all of these things, and hopefully, I
Thanks
don't
for
want to die
listening.
when I edit this 1 hour and 18-minute podcast
Show us
because
your
I did not give any bullshit at the beginning.
Show us your boobs.
All right.
And your penis condoms.
Whoa.